Hi, Seal Beach Center for Spiritual Living, community members and friends. It's Reverend Nicole and
this is Marjorie Wray, Chair of the Leadership Council.
And amazing practitioner. And we have some news for you guys. It is one of our deepest held values to be transparent. And so we've always had our doors open, willing and ready to answer any questions that you guys might have. But in an attempt to maybe answer some questions ahead of time, we wanted to make this video for you. And so since 1971, we've been in this actual building, long before I was ever born. And before that, we were in Leisure World. And so I hold this deep sense of being a keeper of the flame of the consciousness of this community. And I think I speak for both of us when saying that we both do. And so there is a legacy that lives on before us and after us. And we get to be the ones here now in the COVID-19 pandemic who gets to navigate hard times together with you. So since March of 2020, when COVID-19 hit and shut us all down, we have been trying to stay in prayer and in consciousness about how we want to move through this. So instead of doing like many other communities have had to have done and either close down completely or let go of all their staff, we chose to be gracious and generous and have faith and keep ours, including myself, including the music director, youth director, and the administrative assistant, and the tech, the IT, all the different people that make this community really come together to serve us on Sundays and throughout the week. And so it has now come to that point since we have kept 5 people on with 2 PPP loans worth of payroll, 2 people's salary. It's just now time that we have to make some more cuts. And so the music director position was one position that was decided that would be cut. And it has nothing to do with the person. The person is an amazing human being. It just is the position. And so it is. And in other respects, our youth director, Lisa Ortiz, she had a divine experience. She went to a high Center for Spiritual Living to take her panels to become a practitioner. And she was called and moved by their community. And they have no youth at their center at this moment. She had a vision that she would like to support that community. And so she will be moving on at the end of this month and moving to the Pasadena High Center for Spiritual Living with my good friend Scott Olson and helping to create a youth ministry there. We have so many amazing individuals, adults, youth here that we know we're going to be just fine. And so we wanted to let you guys know that as well. Also, we have hired Janice Guevara, one of our practitioners, to be the new administrative assistant here. And what else, Marjorie Wray?
Well, yes, this is Marjorie Wray, and I am not John Partington. John Partington.
What?
No,
You're not?
No. John Partington was our chair, and he found it necessary to resign from all of his commitments, to take a break from absolutely everything. And I honor that request, and I know that his life is in perfect divine right order. And so as vice president and as actually having been president for the last 3 years, it was very easy for me to step in. And so I just know this is in divine right order. And let me reiterate that, we so appreciate all the money that you have given. And we also are so grateful that Spirit or whatever brought forth these payroll protection loans that are all have been forgiven. There's no they
debt.
Were loans and there is now no debt. But it became clear that we kept that the income is not rising significantly. And so we have come to the conclusion that we need to surrender to the circumstances and take charge of what we're doing in order to be more in balance. And we know and trust that this is all in divine right order. And I absolutely know that for a fact. And so we're going to go forth and we're going to move forward with love and grace and peace and joy. And I know that. And so it is.
Yes. And so it is. And I get it. If you feel grief, I feel it too. I understand if you feel like things are shifting and changing and it feels unsteady, because sometimes life is unsteady. And out of chaos, I'll remind you, always comes order. And out of order always comes chaos. And this is the natural ebb and flow of life. And when it feels like we're breaking down, we're really breaking open. Yeah. And so I see the light and I feel the heaviness. And I know Marjorie does too. And we put on a brave face and we grieve and for the people who decide to move on and move forward in their life in different ways. But I know that every Sunday when I see a new person come into this place, I know that we're doing a good and right thing by keeping on. And sometimes we have to do hard things, but we can do them together. And so I want to invite you to just embrace, hold on for the ride. I have an amazing, powerful practitioner who has called upon Ricky Byers to come and be with us. I feel that she is a medicine woman of music for our spirit, and she is coming to uplift us, to support us, to serve this community. She has been diligent and deliberate in her detailed organization of coming together September 19th. And I am so grateful. And so we use it as a fundraiser to lift and raise the fun, the spirit of this place. And we use it to raise the money, because money is an aspect of God that I really love. Do you?
Absolutely.
Heck yeah. It is part of the abundance of life. And so I invite you to come September 19th. If you want to do something to support your community, buy a ticket, come, support, serve, be a part of this legacy, so it lives on for generations to come.
And let me say that it's also one of the joyous experiences. I came last year, and it is just, you could feel the joy and love just bursting the seams of this sanctuary. It was a joyful, loving experience that you won't regret having come. You will leave feeling uplifted and energized.
And one up on that, we're all having a whole healing arts fair beforehand. So come for service, stay for the healing arts fair, and then get your ticket and come see Ricky. She is a balm for our soul. So thank you. This is Reverend Nicole, Marjorie, and we are here to serve you and love you. And so it is.